Once upon a time, in a charming village, there lived a wealthy merchant with his 3 daughters. The 2 older daughters, Rosalind and Gwendolen, were vain and selfish. Always demanding fine dresses and expensive jewellery. But the youngest daughter, Belle, was entirely different. Belle had a heart as pure as gold. While her sisters spent their days admiring themselves in mirrors, Belle loved to read books, help those in need, and tend the garden. The townspeople called her Beauty, because her kindness made her truly beautiful. One terrible day, the merchant ships were lost at sea. And the family lost all their wealth. They moved to a small cottage in the countryside. Rosalind and Gwendolen complained bitterly.
This is just unacceptable. Utterly dreadful.
But Belle accepted their new life with grace and worked cheerfully to make their cottage a happy home. Months later, the merchant received news. One of his ships had been found. Before leaving to reclaim his fortune, he asked his daughters what gifts they desired.
To bring you from my journey.
I want a gown of silk and gold. I want diamonds and pearls.
Belle smiled gently.
Father, all I wish for is your safe return. But if you insist, I would love a single red rose.
The merchant set off on his journey. However, his cargo had been seized to pay old debts. With empty pockets, he began the journey home through a dark, snowy forest. A terrible blizzard arose, and the merchant feared he would freeze when suddenly he spotted a magnificent castle, glowing with golden light. He entered and found the castle empty. Yet candles burned brightly, and a feast was laid out. Exhausted and hungry, he ate and fell asleep by the warm fire. The next morning, fresh clothes and breakfast awaited him. As he prepared to leave, he walked through the gardens and saw beautiful red roses blooming in the winter snow. Remembering Belle's request, he plucked the finest rose. Immediately, a terrifying roar shook the ground. An enormous beast appeared, covered in dark fur with sharp fangs and burning eyes.
How dare you? I gave you shelter and food. And you repay me by stealing my roses? For this, you must die.
The merchant fell to his knees.
Forgive me. The rose was for my youngest daughter. I have 3 daughters who depend on me.
I will spare your life on one condition. One of your daughters must come willingly to take your place. If none will come, You must return in 3 months.
The merchant returned home and told his daughters everything. Rosalind and Gwendolen blamed Belle, but she stood firm.
Father, I will go to the beast. I will not let you suffer for my sake.
Though the merchant protested, Belle insisted.
Please don't despair. I promise you, everything will be all right.
With tears streaming down his face, he led Belle to the enchanted castle. The beast appeared before them. Though fearsome, he spoke to Belle with surprising gentleness.
You have come willingly. That takes courage. You will be my guest, not my prisoner. You will have everything your heart desires. Only one wing of the castle is forbidden.
After her father departed, Belle found herself in a beautiful room with walls lined with books and windows overlooking enchanted gardens. Yet despite the luxury, she felt lonely and afraid. Every evening, the beast joined Belle for dinner. At first, she was frightened, but as days passed,
Don't be afraid. You are my guest, and I would never harm you.
she began to see beyond his monstrous form. The beast was intelligent and kind. He asked about her day, listened to her thoughts, and told her stories. Though his appearance remained frightening, his gentle heart began to win her affection. Weeks turned into months. Belle explored the magical castle, where invisible servants attended her needs, and the library contained every book imaginable. Most importantly, she spent her evenings with the beast, and their conversations became the highlight of her day. One evening, as they walked through the rose garden under starlight, the beast asked,
Belle, could you ever be happy here? Could you ever care for someone like me?
Belle looked into his eyes and saw not a monster, but a lonely soul who had shown her kindness.
I already care for you. You are my dearest friend.
The beast's eyes filled with hope and sadness.
Belle, will you marry me?
Belle's heart ached because she cared deeply for him, but didn't love him as a wife should love a husband.
I'm sorry. I cannot marry you, but I treasure your friendship.
The beast accepted her answer with grace.
I will never force you against your will.
Time passed peacefully until one day Belle looked into a magic mirror and saw her father sick and heartbroken. Tears filled her eyes.
What troubles you?
My father is ill. He's dying of grief because he believes I'm suffering here.
The beast's face filled with sorrow.
You are not my prisoner, Belle. Go to your father. Take this magic ring. Turn it 3 times to return. But please, promise you will come back. I promise.
I promise. I will return in 1 week.
Instantly, Belle found herself in her father's cottage.
Father, you're awake!
Yes, my dear, I am.
When he saw his
Yes,
beloved
my dear,
daughter,
I
his
am.
health improved immediately.
Oh, Belle.
Belle's sisters, miserable in their loveless marriages, were consumed with jealousy at Belle's fine clothes and tales of the enchanted castle. The week passed quickly, but her sisters begged Belle to stay longer, secretly hoping the beast would become angry and harm her. Belle, not suspecting their cruelty, agreed to stay a few more days. That night, she had a terrible dream. She saw the beast lying in the rose garden dying, calling out her name. Belle woke with a start, her heart pounding. In that moment, she understood. She loved the beast. She loved his kindness, his gentle soul, his generous heart. Without wasting a moment, Belle turned the ring 3 times. Instantly, she was transported back to the castle. She ran through the halls, searching desperately.
Is anyone here? Is anyone here?
Finally, she found him in the rose garden, lying motionless among the flowers.
No, please don't die. I love you. Please don't leave me. I'll marry you. Just please open your eyes.
Tears streamed down her face. As her tears touched him, a brilliant light filled the garden. The beast's form began to shimmer and change. When the light faded, Belle found herself holding not a beast, but a handsome young prince with kind eyes she recognized immediately.
Yes, Belle. What happened?
The prince smiled gently.
Many years ago, a wicked enchantress cursed me for my vanity, turning me into a beast.
Come on.
She said the spell could only be broken if someone loved me despite my appearance.
And if I learned to truly love in return. You've broken the curse, Belle. Your love has saved me.
The castle transformed around them. The invisible servants became people once more. The castle, which had seemed lonely, now glowed with warmth and life. Belle and the prince were married in a grand celebration. Her father came to live in the castle, his health fully restored. Even Belle's sisters attended, humbled and ashamed, and over time they learned kindness from Belle's example. The prince and Belle ruled their kingdom with wisdom and compassion.
The harvest. We humbly ask for your assistance before winter arrives.
Always remembering that true beauty lies not in appearances, but in the goodness of one's heart. And in their castle garden, the red roses bloomed more beautifully than ever before, a reminder of how their love story began. And they lived happily ever after.